the Vice President Sara Duterte, when she came here, the effect on the crowds, I saw her effect on the crowds. I saw her impact and charisma, not only towards the media. It was standing room only here.
Grabe,
There are so many media, so many camera,
Yeah.
and so many people lining up outside, record number of people lining up. She has a charisma that is almost unequaled. Si Vice President Sara Duterte, I saw her effect on the people and the way she genuinely, sincerely enjoyed mingling with the people. I was surprised. There are so many people pushing, asking for a picture with her, selfie, want to shake her hand, want to touch her lang. Tapos I saw people crying. People who saw her, they would cry. A few of them became
Tigil tayo dito. Baka kasi sabihin ng iba, ganyan naman kayo mga Duterte. Mga panatiko kayo, paiyak-iyak pa kayo. Wrong, wrong, wrong. That cry is a cry for help. That cry is a desperate cry. Out of, alam mo yun, na nangyayari sa ating bansa. Na parang, VP Sara, ayusin nyo yung bayan namin pagdating ng 2028. Maawa ka na. Maawa ka naman sa amin. Yun eh. Ako yun eh. Sabi ko sa inyo, I really expect something. Even if I'm a Duterte supporter, magsasalita ko hanggang maging presidente si VP Sara Duterte. I will support her to the core. Talagang voluntary, I will support VP Sara Duterte hanggang sa kaduluduluhan. But, pag nanalo siya, I would really demand na magkaroon ng isang matinding sa loob ng gobyerno. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Talagang overall. Hindi pwede itong yung same people, same Magagalit ako pagka ganun. Kailangan talagang mapalitan lahat, maayos. Kasi itong bansan to, wala na. Wala nang hope. Kailangan na talaga ng isang matinding reaksyon sa loob. Maglagay ng talagang mga righteous people, righteous officials. Hindi lang yung dahil sumipsip nung panahon ng kampanya. Hindi. Dapat talaga yung mga matitinong magtatrabaho. Marami naman dyan eh, yung talagang matinong nagtatrabaho. Yung magtatrabaho lang, hindi ako magnanakaw. Magtatrabaho lang, sapat na sa akin yung sahod ko. Ganun. Dapat ganun ang kunin talaga ni Vice President Sara. At sana ganun talaga. Yan po ang dahilan kung bakit umiiyak ang tao. Out of desperation, malungkot, nalulugmok na kasi tayo sa na tayo eh, sobra na, sagad na sa kabutuhan yung ating kaya naiiyak na at humihingi na ng rescue. Alam mo kung ba't ko nalaman yan? Kasi nung panahon na nagkausap kami pa ni Pangulong Duterte noon, naalala ko noon sa ano ba to? Sa Davao, doon sa Kingdom. Hindi pa andun pa si Pastor, first time ko ma-meet si Pastor Kibuloy noon. Yes, nandun din si Pangulong Duterte. Yun talagang namin, kaming mga vlogger doon, mga banateros, yun talagang sinasabi namin na, Mr. President, hayaan niyo po ba ito? Anong mangyayari sa atin? Ganito. Kasi kinikwento niya na nga kung sino si Marcos. Pababayaan niyo po ba ito? Alam mo, may mga sinabi siya sa amin. Pero, kung kami nga, naiiyak din at that time. It doesn't mean, ina-idolize namin si Pangulong Duterte na parang Diyos. Hindi. Naiiyak kami kasi alam namin na, kasi doon pa lang sinasabi na ni Pangulong Duterte, wala, babagsak tayo. Alam mo, doon pa lang sabi ko, patay tayong bata ka. Ang tagal na nun Pero ganun. Eto na, nangyayari na.
talagang, sabi ko, santo ba? Talagang, parang artista na parang santo na they love her. And yung staff ko, I saw the effect. And she is very good with the people. She has this common touch. She's like a movie star, charismatic person, very unique. And when she came here during the Pandesal Forum of World Pandesal Day, her answers and conversation to the media, to me, very heartwarming. Nagulat ako for somebody who looks very young. I googled immediately how old she was, 47 years old. Sabi niya, her sis, aging. Nagulat ako, aging.
Like
Pagkatanda.
okay.
Nagulat ako because she doesn't look old, number one. Number two, that is one thing that everyone in the world will encounter or are encountering
Yeah.
or struggling with
Yeah.
or on a daily basis. I'm sure you ask your parents, your grandparents, they have to struggle with it every day, every year. It's something sad happening na not big, but it's a major. Very interesting. Totally unexpected answer, and the way she recounted it, very unexpected. She started by saying, every morning when she takes a bath, when she shampoos daw, her hair daw,
Ang descriptive.
nahuhulog daw ang hair niya. 50 daw na bibilang niya. 50 na. Nag-worry tuloy ako for her. Everybody, alam mo, you could hear the pin drop in the entire place.
Grabe
Ang
na.
daming media, ang daming camera, then suddenly everybody was
listening.
Talagang you could literally hear a pin drop, the way she was narrating, the way, ang galing niya magkwento.
Like your question, you're asking
Yes.
her personal
Yes.
life, right?
But surprisingly,
Okay.
when the media kept on raising their hands, sabi ko, I could not accommodate all this media. They came all the way
And syempre,
here.
tanong nila politika.
Yes. So I asked her, and in fairness to her, walang problema siya. Wala siyang prepared questions, walang wala siyang sinabi, walang question na ganyan, wala naman. And I was surprised, like, she was telling very personal stories that could relate to everyone.
Okay.
I think I could see why she is so popular and why the father is very popular. Number one, they come across as very authentic.
They
not
speak the language.
scripted. They speak the language of every ordinary person.
Okay.
They don't parang speak over you. Parang some when they talk, parang they're reciting something to the. They're really
Okay.
and
Reciting to the... Parang kilala ko yung tinutukoy nyo, sir, ah. Reciting to the moon. Hindi, pero alam mo, eto yung may-ari ng Kamuning Bakery, try mong imbitahan si Marcos. Tingnan mo kung same response ng mga tao. Baka sumigaw pa na ikulong na yan, kaya sumigaw pa na Marcos resign, eh. O kaya si Ontiveros, itry mo rin. Tingnan mo. Try mo rin. Kasi may pangarap maging presidente. Try nyo rin yun, sir. Para fair naman.